lonely state where the magnolias bloom so late. A child stands alone in fear, wishing someone would hold them near. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectors on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. I see peace, he send them far and wide, across the borders where they divide. Families waiting with open arms to shield them from all worldly harms. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectors on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Though the journey's tough, the road is long, singing out this hopeful song. Every child deserves a chance to find their home, their love, their dance. No more darkness, no more tears, just a future free from fears. With each step they grow so strong, in a place where they belong. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectors on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. The journey's tough, the road is long, in this world they'll start to glow. Child protective, hear their plea, in Georgia's arms they will be free. Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectors on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Let love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine.
What's up, everybody? Let's get that music going off and let's see what's going on. We got the chat down here. I'm Danielle. I am back here with it at it again. I'm a little bit late. Definitely $1 short, but hey, at least I'm here, guys and gals. Hello, welcome in, everyone. I see Chris, I see Debbie, I see Athena. How are y'all doing today, ladies? I'm glad to see y'all in here and welcome in, and I'm glad y'all joined me. What's it, any good news, any new news, anything going on? Just, last night, I don't know what happened. Miss Brenda disappeared on me. Well, we're going to go on the show, and then, it's, there's been a lot. It's been a lot the last couple of days. I even thought today was Tuesday, and it's Wednesday, y'all. So I'm a day behind myself, and that's not good. So let's get into it. Let's find a rabbit hole we want to get on today, right? So whenever I refer to the rabbit hole, okay, I just want to put this out there. Hi, Jonathan. Welcome in, guys and gals. Welcome in. All right, I do want to say this. This is going to be my new terminology, linguingo, my language. When I say, y'all ready to go down the rabbit hole, it's because maybe I don't have I didn't get to fact check the information that I'm speaking. So whenever I say we're going down the rabbit hole, that means we're going to go look into it ourselves. Okay. So, that's something new that I believe, I think that, it keeps up with this whole day and age, the new language they talk, the little words, like my son says I'm drip. To me, that sounds like back when I was going to school. Whoa, drip was not a good word. being called, like, technically, like, saying you look fine, but, and I guess now with the kids and the teeny boppers that, yeah. And yeah, so yeah, that's how much times have changed, y'all. So yeah, I'm up there. I'm 40 years old, guys, and I'm still trying to hang out with keep up with my kids, and wow, they're teenagers, and whoa. My oldest is 19 and my youngest is 16. So it's gonna be or she's 17 now, but it's a boy and two girls. My boy's my oldest, and then I got my two girls, and I can say all three of my children have ran track and field at sometime in their high school days. My daughter, one daughter runs cross country, the 5K, and then my youngest daughter has been running the 300, the 800, the 3,200 meter, and the 100. But she's also doing hurdles now, y'all. Can y'all believe it? It's like, wow, my little baby girl Audrey. So it's been a long time since I've seen her. A long time. She's probably the one that's hurt the most when it comes to my babies. I mean, all three of them are. And so y'all can hear me. So how's everyone doing? How's the weather and where you're at? Y'all can hear me, right? I hope so. Hope it didn't kick me off. Did it already kick me off, y'all? I'm sitting here watching myself on my phone, y'all. Like, I'm sitting here like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I better get off that. Sorry, y'all. I just like it. I like seeing when I'm live I have to see what I look like. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Anyhow, I'm Danielle. Hi, everyone out there on TikTok, YouTube, what else? Rumble, Facebook. I already said YouTube. Probably Kick. I don't know. All the platforms that we're on. Hey, welcome to Danielle's episode of we are going to dive deep into the foster care systematic failures and what they're hiding from everyone, because I'm telling you, there is so much that goes on that these kids' voices, I mean, once again, y'all know where my heart is and where I really, really am advocating for is the voices that need to be, where these kids are, the special needs children. Hi, Adrian. Hi, Louise. Hi, Jonathan. Hi, Chris. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Athena. Y'all welcome in. Hey, Louise, what's up? Welcome in, y'all. I'm glad to see y'all. So, and of course, someone decides to show up at my house when I start my podcast. They're going to have to wait. They'll be all right. So, how's everyone doing? I hope that everyone is doing it's fantastic. So, has anybody seen anything going on with today was passing the torch, I think it was. Did y'all join in on that today with Malibu Dallas or any of the other ones? I know we've been talking about it, but I saw it on TikTok, but I got in for a minute, I think, but I had to take care of some things. I had to address some things, but so what's going on, guys? Anything else? What anybody got any new news? I mean, now I was going to say something. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Jeez, here we go again. Danielle's already getting squirrely. So I think he got kicked off. I was watching and then all of a sudden it went off. Yeah, Debbie, I believe so. Yes. That does happen a lot. Y'all know on here, I couldn't stream on my TikTok from Restream because they're real adamant about engaging with the audience, and they like it to be live. Like, they want you to be live. They don't like the pre-recorded videos. So when I was playing the video of my son, they ended up they ended up kicking me off and wouldn't let me multi-stream at all. So hold on just one second, y'all. Sorry. They wouldn't let me do nothing. So it was crazy and it's not cool. So sorry. Get this fixed right here. And there's the dog. See, this is what I'm talking about. Rude people. Rude people. Hold on, guys. Hold on, everyone. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to hear the dog bark in the background. I'm sorry, everyone. I have someone that is rude. This is what I'm talking about. I was talking about in the chat the other day, and this is what I mean, in the messenger, and this is what I was talking about to the group and everyone, and now it's... So what's going on, everyone? I'm sorry, y'all, if it kicks me out. I do apologize. Everyone decides to mess with me right now. Can y'all hear me still? Let me get back on track. This is what I'm talking about. Some people have no respect, and I'm sorry, y'all. I really am. Don't, like, I love my audience. I love y'all, and I hate it, and I find it very disrespectful when I get interrupted from home here or on a phone. I find that I am not doing for y'all like I should be. I love it. The time I dedicate for this podcast is for y'all, and I want to interact with y'all, and this time is dedicated for my audience, the ones that take time out of their day to come in and join me. It's called respect, and I promise, guys, I am so sorry that it happens a lot. The dogs, the noise. I mean, I do have a special needs brother that's 30, 38, 30, and he, sometimes his memory is gone, but this is not his fault. You would think that, but no, my brother's, he's random, but he's probably asleep right now. The dog, she has a mind of her own, but I do apologize. That this is not my brother's fault by no means. I wish his Xbox would be hurry up and get fixed. They would send it back because something happened with, he has an Xbox X series, and the HDMI port got too hot, y'all, and the plastic part that's over and that's inside where you connect the HDMI to it melted. Can y'all believe that? So the gold little pieces that where it goes in, hey Albie, welcome in, and it melted. So he's only had it, and he was he was 7 days out of the warranty. Like, the warranty just ran out 7 days before this happened. Can you believe that? Like, wow, it can't get no better, right? So we're patiently waiting, and they're just wanting to make sure it's not like smoking or nothing happened like that, So they're doing it's safety, so that's cool. It's just he's ready to play, and we got a new game to play, Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But we're gonna also play it on desktop. I got to teach him how to play it on a desktop. So we're gonna try. Both of us are gonna be trying to figure that out, and it's gonna be interesting because me gaming on a computer. I mean, I don't know if y'all know how, but this girl right here, I'll stick with my little toggles with the, Xbox, or Sega. Sega was my favorite too. But, all right, guys, let's get on some stuff going on with the Trump administration. And what's up? Anybody got any news for me? Anybody got anything they want to talk about? I'm sure that I know we got a lot. I do want to bring, I know what we can talk about today. I know today I said I would do I do need to do the show. I need to continue on for yesterday, for sure. So if that's what y'all want to do, we can do that. Let me find my list. And so y'all remind me where I left off. Do y'all remember where I left off yesterday about my story? So y'all do know the decisions I made for my child was for longevity. So it was temporary guardianship until the kids were 18. And with each guardian they were with. So and the reason for that, everyone, people, it's been in place over a decade, and it was done like that because I had to think about, I couldn't be selfish with my children's lives, their well-being, their safety, their security, and their happiness. You can't expect me to get out of prison and show up and then drag 3 kids, not really drag, I'm not going to say drag, take them along. And what if, I mean, I wasn't stable. I didn't have a stable place. I didn't have a job at the time. I mean, I did get a job right when I got out, but think about it. Like I said yesterday, 6 months later, I was back in the slammer, in jail for a community service violation. I missed 8 hours of my community service and I got a technical violation. Well, if I didn't ask my family for help 6 months before that, like, I mean, not 6 months, like at the time that I was sentenced to prison, where would my kids be, y'all? Think about it. Has anyone that's ever, I mean, maybe there's people out there that have been in this kind of situation where you had to make the best for the best interest of your children. I did. I was a single mother. It was just me. The dads, one was in Florida, the other one, he was wherever, he didn't really have nothing to do with, because 2 of them were with one and one was in another. And I would have to say Johnny, my middle daughter's dad, his name is Jonathan. He would claim all 3 of them. He was there when I was 9 weeks pregnant with my oldest. He was there. He was, but we weren't together, but he took my son in like his own. And I mean, even we wasn't a couple or nothing, but he considered my son his, when like it was like 2 or 3 years later. But we had a daughter together, and then here come my youngest, and all 3 of my kids, this man has always, even till this day, loves my children as his own, even though he hasn't seen them. He finally gets to talk to his daughter, and I'm so thankful for that. She's a 17-year-old now. She can probably get whatever she wants out of him, because that's the kind of that she's very well loved. Just put it that way. All 3 of them are. And I've always admired him for that, and cared and thanked him for that, because you know what, my kids they wouldn't have been. And then they had the guardians, and then their husbands, and what. Ain't Naylor, what's up, Naylor? Okay, United States versus Holland, 4th, 3rd, 1-3-5-2, 11th Circuit. We have held that parties cannot waive for forfeit the application of the correct law or stipulate to an incorrect legal test. That is correct. And Naylor, is that your Naylorism, or was that for something that I said? What did I say? Fill me in. Albie says it only shows that you have your. Okay, I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me get these chats up here. Okay, so Albie was gifted a PlayStation 5. That's awesome. PS5, and I love it. Sega was my first. I love Sega. I mean, nothing can ever beat the regular Nintendo, but Duck Hunt, Donkey Kong, but Sega was the best. Mortal Kombat, get over here, with Scorpion, and that was my favorite. I always wanted to be him. Everybody's like, oh, be Katana, you're a girl. No, I like Scorpion. And then and then Xbox. I don't like the toggles when they're right there together. I like them on the Xbox one. So PlayStation, I kind of, like me and Naylor had to talk the other day, and yes, Naylor, I did have a string that wrapped around my pinky when I went to that meeting yesterday. So Naylorism. That Jonathan says, a car parked in front of my house at 11. And after I got my phone, they drove away. Have a pic and a video of that. So what? And that was last night, Jonathan. So after you got the phone call from Minnesota yesterday, right? And was it the same time? So was the phone call in the evening too? So Jonathan, what do you think it is? I would love to. What is your? I mean, are you? What do you think it is, Jonathan? It only shows that you have always had the best interest of your kids from the start. Yes. And Albie, that's what I had to think about. 22, 3, like a big prison term and a probation term. There is always room for a hiccup. and it could happen. And it sucks, but I did my crime. I had to face I had to do my time. So United States versus Dawson. That's why we have explained that a party cannot waive or forfeit the existence of a precedent or the words of a statute. Nailerism. Look, Naylor's back, y'all. Naylor's back. You feeling better, Naylor? That's what's up, buddy. I'm glad to see you. Thank you for joining us. So is that for... That's why we have explained that a party cannot waive or forfeit the existence of a precedent. Fill me in, Naylor. Okay, so we will go. Fill me in on those case laws, Naylor. Or those, is that case law? Or is that, yeah, fill me in. Boy, I've been missing Naylor, y'all, because I got to see, thank God, because I've been getting squirrel. Go Holland, go US, right? Did y'all see? Oh, I don't know if we could talk about it, but did y'all see what's going on in the Red Sea, guys? Oh my goodness, what happened? Yemen and U.S. What's up? I mean, so Jonathan, you are you gonna have fun with those, with the vehicle, and mess with them and play with them and just let them think they got the upper hand? If it's, what do you think it is, Jonathan? Do you think that has to do with the phone call? Anything? Like, what do you think that the reasoning behind it is, if I may ask? All right, so dealing with your case, you have guardianship papers. Now the government doesn't want to accept it. There are laws supporting your side and not the government's. Thank you. There are laws supporting your side and not the government's. Right. And that's what that law is that we just read. The United States versus Dawson and the United States versus Holland. All right, I gotta write that down, guys. Please, well, I can always come back. I'll come back to it. It'll be in the chat for a later. And Naylor will have. Okay, so you see what he says. Okay, so Albie, did you hear that, Naylor? Look what Albie says. All right, guys, I'll go ahead and fill you in. All right, y'all. Here we go. Albie says, I'm gathering that APS is trying to put their foot in. Let me tell y'all. All right, y'all know my son was up at observation, and somehow my it's not fully in the bad, but it took a turn. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. But I do have to say, thank goodness for the meeting the next day with the Mr. Barry Loudermilk. Thank goodness for Paul and Mr. Barry and all them. I feel like things are going in the right direction, and they are positive, and it's baby steps though. And I know that y'all see what Naylor said about, and he has like, he's helped me a lot in this, because after bringing my son home and then turning around, and these people, if it's Child Protective Services and my son's an adult and he was discharged to us, why are they trying to still butt their nose in, right? Well, then all of a sudden, let me tell y'all this. My son supposedly signed himself in. I don't understand that. And then now I can't ask about my child, like when he fully designated me, and I should automatically, that's my son, that's my child. And in Georgia, and I do know that, I mean, look at extended foster care. So they're gonna try to keep him until he's 21. Well, it's not gonna happen. For one, there is guardianship papers, yes. And two, he's an adult, y'all. Where is what did they do? Did they have a guardianship court date without me? I mean, I got an email from the judge himself of probate out here that said, Miss Waugh, you will be notified once a court date has been set. Now, y'all, when I tell y'all there's been no court date on this case in over, I think the last one was December of 2023. But what Naylor, I'm so glad you come in. The government cannot waive rights or waive the law to the government's advantage. Right. It's like what you're saying, Naylor, is they can't make it to fit their needs when they want to, right? Is that like they have it's set in stone for a reason, and they can't try to manipulate it just to fit their needs and not. I mean, they gotta accept it just like anybody else. They can't. They're nothing special, you know. Is that what I'm? I mean, that's my legal, like my understanding of it. Let's see. Let's go back with Jonathan. Jonathan says the call was in the morning. I'll get back to Senate about that. The call was in the morning and the car was in the nighttime. And yes, to your question, it is abnormal because I live in you live in a dead end street, part of our street, and cars don't come unless their house is down. House is part of the street. Oh wow. So Jonathan, what are you taking? You're for one, you're cautious. You're aware of your environment and your surroundings, protecting yourself and your family. I know you are. And what have you done? With and like on that part, yeah, your family. And then have you notified anyone of this activity, or you just gonna let it see what happens, or what? Like, have you notified authorities, or I dropped my pencil. That's nice. See, y'all, my brother used to I don't know if y'all know like who Ambush is. There used to be like a ambush board, like skateboards and stuff and surfboards. That he used to be sponsored by them, and I found some of his stickers, and I think he'll get a kick out of that. He'll like that. Maybe it'll get him out of his depression. He's depressed right now. He's bored and he misses his Xbox, and I wish I could help him more. I wish I could, but yeah, but the struggle's real right now. I only make so much, and bills, and so back on track. Let's see. So Jonathan, we are here with you, buddy, and you make sure to keep yourself safe and keep your family safe. And I'll get in my vehicle and I will drive all the way up there. Let's go, Naylor. You ready? Let's go. Let's go get these, because they need to leave him alone. Jonathan, do you think it's gonna get any worse? Is there? Have you gotten? Is it just? Have you got friends and other family members looking out for you? Wow. I seen that, Jonathan, when it came up. I'm getting the government. Okay, they cannot waive our rights. When I came out, this is Jonathan. When I came out for a smoke, they parked, and then when I got the camera, they left. I wouldn't think it's them. I would think it's them. And then when the cops can't, they sent 12 cop cars to make me vanish from existence. So they're wanting you just gone altogether, is what you're saying? Like, just to be like a capiche? No, is that what you mean? Like they're out for? Is that right, Jonathan? Okay, so Naylor says statutes. Wait, and here we go with the Latin jargon. Oh boy. Oh, I need pronunciation. How many syllables is that? I'm just kidding. And pare materia. Sorry, y'all. Oh my god, I had to say it like that because that's sorry. For on the same subject. Okay, so that's okay. Pariae materia is a legal principle where statutes or laws dealing with the same matter must be interpreted together and harmonized to the extent possible. Statutory construction. Here it comes, y'all. It's coming. Statutory construction and mandatory acts paused at the same session, acts passed during the same legislative sessions, and amending the same statutory provisions are in paria materia, used in Florida Statute 104 as example. So acts is the same session. So it's got to be the same, right? I got it. Albie, what's that? What was that, Albie? Is that what is this the case law and stuff? I'm gonna be. Is that what you were saying now? I'll be sorry, y'all. I got a piece of hair that's getting my nerves. I gotta cut this, y'all. I really do. Like, I gotta tell y'all about my episode yesterday. With this, I do have to say this because I don't even think Naylor knows about it yet. Naylor, you did it, buddy. You did a good one. My friend looked at me like I was crazy, but yeah. But they loved it. They loved it though, and I'll explain in a minute. Everybody's probably like, "What is Danielle talking about?" Naylor knows. I had a piece of string tied around my finger, and it was a sign for me to, when I seen it, it was to keep me focused because I had y'all, when I get excited or I get like in a good manic, like I get manic in a positive way, like I'm excited about something, I get manic. And it's not in a depressive way. It's in like a hyper, like, oh, let's go have fun, like say if I had $5,000, I want to go take everybody shopping. Let's go out to eat or something. Like, let's go have fun. Let's go bowling. Let's go do something. Yeah, and I want to take the whole neighborhood or the whole. I mean, trust me, I've done it. I've done it. Yeah, I've done it plenty of times. Manic, and it's cool, but it's sometimes not very good for me in the long run because maybe that was bill money and we needed it. And yeah, just another manic Monday. Wish it was, but anyhow, not my singing, guys, not my singing. All right, so Albie, you said we got it. Is that so? Jonathan says, I think that both in Holland and here in Canada, they have ended my side family-wise. And yes, they have been manipulating Jay Truday because of my involvement. Oh. Jay Truday. Oh, I know. Okay. Your involvement with Jay Truday? I think I know your story, don't I? You told us. Jonathan, so really? So that's what they're... Wow. So they've been manipulating Jay. Oh, Truday. And that's the guy over Canada, right? Like that's... Whoa. Okay, so when you have a statute as in criminal, there's the criminal law, then the punishment law, and you have to combine them to read them in harmony. So when you have your constitutional rights, here we go, y'all. Naylor is back, and thank God. Thank goodness. So when you have your constitutional rights, when the statutes that deal with family law and DCF, CPS, DSS, you have to read all those parts in harmony with one another. Yes, on the show. You did. You haven't you? That's what I thought. Oh, I thought I'd seen that show, didn't I, John? Yeah. You have. You know what? I'm gonna go back and definitely watch it again, John. And I am because I remember I'm gonna have to get a death. Yes, I remember now. Are they really doing like coming at you that hard, Jonathan? Wow. You be safe, my friend, and CPS breaking news. You put it on the channel. I do know you had several comments on different shows. I do remember when you first started coming through. How you pronounced it was right. Amy is correct. Oh, so Naylor's correct in your ugly mug. Okay. No, your ugly mug. Is that a mug shot? You mean, or you're like a look? Have you pronounced it right? And paramateriate, in a legal sense, is that a judge is to follow the path carved in precedent cases with issues that match court. So, y'all, I'm learning. Look, Naylor, thank God my brain's getting stimulated because Naylor, where you been, buddy? Because this is like definitely had no Naylorism in a minute in the podcast in my show because it's been quiet like with and he comes boom out of nowhere. Here we are because my brain is going now, Naylor. So Jonathan, when you has this been going on for a while with you? Wow, Jonathan, I'm glad that you get on here with us and to let us and share it out here and you Do you have a good support team up there, Jonathan, where you're at? I wish you just stay. You have to just make sure you stay safe, friend. And we love you, and just don't let them win. Don't keep fighting, because we got you. We got you, definitely. I mean, I can't, like, I wish, I wish I had a time machine. I'm not a time machine. My Turbo Buster 3000 back, my broom, so I can just hop on that thing and go. Like, that thing would go 3,000 miles an hour, guys. You'll never believe. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I had to throw that. Oh my goodness, gotta have a good time, y'all. See, the government can't just pick one law without the balance of the law. Naylor, this is the constitutional rights with criminal civil procedure rules with the family law. Read all of it in one harmony. So it's all gonna fit together, right? And that's where another thing, Naylor, when they got it, there's always a positive and negative side of, like, you got the void out. There's oh my goodness, what am I trying to say? You said it to me before, Naylor. When they say if it works out in this way and it's a positive way, but there's always never, it's never not. There's always the other side of it too, right? Like, if oh my gosh, I don't even know. I know what I'm saying, but I don't know what I'm saying. Naylor, you know what I'm saying? You said it, and it stuck with me. I just can't get it out myself. So in the scenario that I'm going through now, like with guardianship and everything, they are trying to take a little bit of this and a little bit of this, and they're trying to just squirrel it all into one, when it's nothing like that. And honestly, y'all, that's been my situation the whole time. So when you're the parent of the adult child, you are the de facto, so the decision maker, knowing, and guardian till otherwise a court finds you are not. Ding, ding, ding. That's right. And that's what I don't understand. There has been no guardianship court, because I never went to court yet. There had been no movement on my case until, and think about it, y'all. We had to go out there and get them. We had to go out there ourselves. They didn't bring them back. But that's what happened. We went out there. We got them. $1,800 for the ticket, for one ticket, and then mine was last minute because of the I did get a travel pass. So anybody that's listening, that's my haters, I did get a travel permit, and I will be more than happy to show it. It was approved at the last minute, but I got an emergency one. So hey, yes, I did. First time in my life ever leaving the state legal, like, with permission. And I'm not saying that with pride either. I'm saying that because I'm very that's awesome. That's a big thing, because I used to not ever get permission, and that's shame on me. I'll say here, I'll admit my faults. I'm not no innocent angel, and I beg, I'm not no I'm not perfect, and by no means am I innocent. No. But I'm still someone. I'm a real person that's a mother, that wants to be a mother, that wants my family back, that is going through things that I should never have to go through by people that I thought I could trust the most. And that is what, no apparent. Well, but then again, my adulthood in here, I've had more friends on the waters, like the other side, than my family. I don't know where. But I've got more family with just friends than anything. Naylor's my family, y'all are my family, and I don't even hardly talk to my like, after my mother passed unexpectedly. After my papa passed, he was the one that I was his favorite. I was spoiled. I was really. I mean, I could blink my eyes at my papa, and I got whatever I wanted. Like, I wanted a candy bar, I got a candy bar. I was his princess, and I took full advantage of getting what I was spoiled, yes. And my mother, it drove her nuts. And my papa would get on her, you better leave Danielle alone, and she didn't do nothing wrong. I mean, in my papa's eyes, I did no wrong. And look, y'all already know, I was young, I took full advantage. Papa, Mom was being mean, being that little, yeah. I was sorry. My bad. But now yeah. But anyhow, so when my papa, he passed, I was pregnant. He passed the day after Mother's Day. He looked at my nanny and said, Mama, I can't hang on no more. Take care of that baby. And you know what? My nanny did that. They were married 40-something years, and 47 years, I think. That man passed away in 2005, okay? My nanny passed in 2018. So my son was born in 2005. It was 2 months away from being born. And my papa told her he couldn't hang on. And he went up there. And, my nanny kept her word to him. When I tell you that woman was there when he come out, that woman was there through his whole life. When she passed, she is the reason why my son was who he was before Devereaux. I mean, before Devereaux got him, before foster care got him, before the state got him. My son is the most lovingest, kindest gentleman you could ever meet. I want to show y'all something. Hold on. I want to show y'all something right now. I'm gonna take my background off. I want to show y'all his video. My son's where he made it. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's see. Right here. I'm gonna show y'all on TikTok a video that my son had me make. He asked me to while he's in foster care. And it's called, and it's his and it was beer. It's like him, be yourself. And he said, Mom, make me famous. And this is my son's motto. He always goes by this. He tells everybody to be himself. And this is the song I love this. I love this about my boy. And this is who my son is. You'll see pictures of my daughters. You'll see my mom. You'll see my dad. You'll see my brother. You'll see us. But it just plays through different, the different, pictures and everything of all of us. And that's what let me find it, guys. I know it's on here. Sorry. Okay, come on. Oh my gosh, people are gonna judge me. Alright, we're getting close. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm still here. Oh, I'm already backed up. Oh no, oh no. Naylor, where did I stop at? Look, I got scrolled again, didn't I? Oh boy. Oh, Naylor's gonna kick my butt. Oh, well said, Naylor. So when you are the parent of the adult child, you are the cases that have faced. I'll show y'all in a minute. I'm finding it for y'all, okay? Cases. Hold on. Oh boy, here we go. Cases that have faced. I'm about to be mad right now. Sorry, y'all. So cases that are hold on. Cases that have faced the court before and have been ruled up to have been ruled up to sway the judge in the course of remedy or conviction. It applies to state law, not just federal. Cases that have faced the court before and have been ruled up is to sway the judge in the course of remedy or conviction. It applies to state laws, not just federal. So tell me this one, all right? When they can go back and how am I saying this? All right, I need to pull out my notebook and now when they go back and they change like the linguine, like save the judge for nunc pro tunc, the judge's signature. It says it's stamped when received, and then they have an order date on it, but then they say it's ordered on this day. What and why do they get away with that? And is that part of that? Hold on, guys, and I'll show you. How long? Okay, I still got time. I want to frame this video. Sorry, y'all. That was not me growling, I promise. But let me pull up my notebook again. Let me pull out the big guy here. This is the winner. This thing is the winner right here, y'all. Yes. Can y'all hear me with the headset on? Is it okay? Yeah. All right, we're getting close. Let's see. I'm getting the video. Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. You ready? Hold on. This is the video for my son. All right. This is him. This is me. That's my boy. Did you see him? Did you see my boy, y'all? He says, be yourself. He said, be yourself. Be who you want to be. My son says this is to help others have courage by Alex Waugh, July 1st, 2024. Something triggered my son to want me to make this video last year while he was in foster care in this facility. It says, be yourself. Be who you want to be. This is what he told me to put. Be who you want to be. My son says this to help others have courage. Don't ever change who you are. He says, be yourself. Alex Waugh, July 1st, 2024, y'all. See that? I wanted to share that with y'all. Okay. So, I love it. And now he's a fighter, man. My boy is. And, boy's a lot stronger than me. All right. So the next part I'm going to share is how the court and everyone is to read the words and the statute should be read the way they should be read. Okay, notice I didn't say what the statute say, but what the words in the statute say. Right. It's before delving into the text of the statute, we highlight a few relevant principles of statutory interpretation that will aid in our analysis. The starting point for statutory, this is good knowledge, guys. People, listen in. The starting point for statutory interpretation is the language of the statute, United States versus Aldrich, 566, F3D 976, 978, 11th Circuit, 2000 and 2009. Okay. Hey, Athena, welcome in. I see you. So, you got some Naylerism going on, and he's talking about the cardinal canon, the canons. Naylor loves the canons. The cardinal canon of statutory interpretation is that courts must presume that a legislature says in a statute what it means and means in a statute what it says there. Is that Connecticut National Bank versus German, maybe? I don't know what the CNN is. Connection National Bank. If the language of the statute is clear and unambiguous, okay, let me put that up there. If the language of the statute is clear and unambiguous, we will go no further and will employ that plain meaning. Periella 809 F3D at 11.99. And that's not a price, guys. That's actually a number for where it's at. Okay, it probably is. Just letting y'all know. Courts must give to every clause and every word of every. Courts must give effect to every clause, every word of every statute, so that no clause or word is superfluous, void, or insignificant. So that's Aldrich 566 F3D at 978-79. Courts must give effect to every clause, every word. Okay, we already read that one. All right, hold on. And Jonathan said yes. United States versus Vineyard. 945 F3D 81164, 1171, 11th Circuit, 2019. Quoting United States versus Carroll, 252 F3D 1193, 1198, 11th Circuit, 2001. That is amazing. This man is very knowledgeable. And Naylor, I thank you for looking into this. And I am definitely going to be doing some schooling tonight and going back and writing this stuff down for my notes, and and get this ball rolling on Georgia. It's time to light it. Somebody light their fire. That's what I'm gonna do. It's time. I don't need nobody lighting mine. Mine's already lit. I'm just ready to push the button, you know? When a statute does not define a term, the plain meaning of the text controls unless the language or is ambiguous or leads to absurd results. Absurd results is just outright, just, you know, they're not even like results that are just absolutely in unnecessary and probably unjustifiable, probably just made up stuff is what you're talking about, right? United States versus is that Chinchilla? 987 F3D 1303, 1308 11th Circuit 2021. As an initial matter, we look to the plain and ordinary meaning of this statutory language as it was understood at the time the law was enacted. Opportunity community versus catastrophe management, SOLS. I don't know that one. 852 F3D 1018, 1026, 11th Circuit 2016. Naylor, I hope you're copy and pasting, because boy, if you're typing, that's a lot, and you are fast, buddy. And one of the ways to figure out that meaning is by looking at dictionaries in existence around the time of enactment. Yates versus United States 574 US 528, 527 135 SCT 1074, 191 LED 2D64 2015 alterations in original, quoting Robinson versus Shell Oil Company 519 US 337 341 117 ST 843 136 and 8 where'd I go? Oh boy. Of the 808 in 1997. The plain meaning of a statutory term, however, does not turn solely on a dictionary definitions of component words in isolation. Rather, the plainness of ambiguity of statutory language is determined not only by reference to the language itself, but as well by the specific context in which the language is used, and the broader context of the statute as a whole. Legal research was always the best class. You know, I wish they had that when I was in school. No, I'm just kidding. They did. I mean, we didn't go into. Maybe I was. I mean, I did graduate. You know, I learned a lot when I went to prison. I put myself in the law library. I had to, and you know, my mom always taught me to keep a paper trail because my mom was like the private investigator and the discipliner and everything. Like, sorry, y'all, I'm gonna put this on. Y'all can still hear me. Can y'all hear me? Good. Say, let's do this. Hold on. All right, I'm at 53 minutes. Hold on, we're still got time. All right, let's go over here. So, with this, Naylor, I'm gonna show and everything that you said and stated and gave and shared with us. I want to show you something about the language and how it's supposed to be by there. So let's go. Does what you just read off, does that apply for nunc pro tunc? Also, Antonian Scalia versus Brian Garner, reading law, the interpretation of legal text. 331 at 195 2012. Skip the Latin phrase and just read it what it means. Hell, I messed it up every time I say it. That's why I call that Latin crap, legal jargon BS. Like, technically, we're not even supposed to use it. Like, that ain't nunc pro tunc Latin. Like, that's what I call that jargon. It's the Latin language. It's the language of the law. Like, yeah, under the canon of no skeeter. See there, I messed it up already. A scolius. A word is known by the company it keeps. Amen. That's like idiom. What is it? Idioms are oh my goodness. I have notes about this. I swear I do, y'all. At one time in my life in the last 2 years, I have learned something, but then I forgot it again. But I promise you, it's in notes. I promise you. I mean, apparently I must know the word because it idiom. I mean, hello. But I I did listen. And I did study hard when all this first started. And I really don't know where I lost myself. Because I'm having like deja vu when I go through my notes. And I'm like, man. And I was like, why does 18 US 241 and 242 keep coming up a lot in my notes? Y'all, I was already planning on going after the judges. What? Danielle, you didn't know nothing about this. Nothing. And you gonna talk like that. I'm talking to myself, y'all, but just ignore me. But seriously, though, when I go back on my notes, somebody did point that out to me. They said, Danielle, you did have everything laid out in front of you at one time, like as your case was going on. But I guess I hit a burnout. Something happened, and I can't tell you what it was. I don't know. But I did have a time that, and I can't remember. But I'm glad that I got the notes and stuff now to fall back on, because yeah, that's how bad it is, guys. It's bad. So we're gonna see right here. All right. So I gotta show y'all something. All right. Let me pull out these court orders. Let me get to this, guys. Because wait till y'all see this. All right. I think it's in this one. All right. So how we got it? This falls under. What do you say? Course. Hold on. Counsels that a word is given more precise content by the neighboring words with which it is associated. I think a great way to remember these definitions is to make mock examples where he is the scenario on how apply it, or if it doesn't apply. You can find a lot of quiz legal terms online for free. Can I be honest with y'all right now? Naylor, I think you know where I'm going with this. I am really like, when it comes to y'all got it. Me, this girl, when I got in trouble, I didn't think I had no rights. I wasn't. I mean, like, so law and politics was not my thing, because I was in the system, and I'm blown away by the knowledge that y'all have. I'm still learning. I know I can't get case law down for nothing. And I could read something from last night, and if I don't write it down, I won't remember it. That's how little I've studied this until CPS got involved in my life in 2022. So y'all are on it, but don't think I don't listen to other people. I'd go back and TikToks before Naylor and everyone TikTok, because I used to be shy as shit, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to be really. It's now before then, yes. And now for them, yes. Oh, this ain't the right thing. Oh no, that's not. But I found my SIM card. We know what that one is. Oh, that's why it's taped to the court order. Look at that shit. See that? Hello. Tell me how real that is. And that's the adjudication and disposition. That's when I was in the holding cell in the courthouse, bottom of the courthouse building. I was in the holding cell the whole day, and it was cold, and not ever did I get pulled out of the cell to go into the courtroom for this adjudication and disposition hearing in person. No, it didn't happen. All right, Naylor, you're saying to correct a clerical error. All right, so y'all remember this, okay? I'm gonna point something out to y'all. I've mentioned this before, but I keep catching more stuff. Nunc pro tunc. You don't hear it used often. A lot of people don't. I've only known one other person since I've been in my CPS case, and that was a gentleman that got his daughter back. His daughter was and he's a J6er, and his court orders were not pro tunc. And I'm like, well, why us? Why me? Well, when I go back on these dates, all right. So you got these. Okay, so here we are. Hear me out now. Hold on, let me get them all. So you got these dates. You got these court orders, right? And I do have a text from my lawyer telling me, when the DFCS attorney gets done typing up the order, then she'll and then it gets signed off, then she'll be able. But I thought the order was supposed to be done by the day we went to court. Like, hello. So you mean to tell me they had this case already figured out and said and done with before I even knew about my son? I mean, like when I tell you everything was already in place, it was like they had it already planned to permanently place my son in Texas. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. And I can prove it just by something I found last night. And it's fucked up. I got to pull out the, let's see. All right, y'all, let's do this. Here we go. All right, these are the court documents that I got when I requested them from my attorney, okay? And told her if she don't give them to me that because she's messed up for not. And this is already wrong already. So that's the petition. But I got 2 petitions, y'all. I got one that's in a brown envelope that still has the certified thing on the back of it, and then this one was sent after. I wonder how many times they changed that. But they're done. They mailed me the one. Okay, so there's a protective order. All right, let me get to where. Hold on. Let's do this. That's the protective removal order that was done. So anyhow, let's go back to. All right. So I don't understand how they can nunk-pro-tunk something to a court date that I wasn't even at. So here's the court date. That was the protective custody hearing and the finding of no reasonable efforts hearing. So when you look at this bottom piece right here, it says in the interest. So this is what they nunk-pro-tunked it to, okay? This was November 10th, 2022 that they've set it back to. So now hear me out, guys, okay? Now listen to this, all right? Make sure you watch. I'm serious. Really. Because wait till y'all see this. Remember, nunk-pro-tunk. You see this stamp? What does that say? Do you see that? Oh, well, you probably can't see it. Hold on. Oops. Do you see that? It says received, Cherokee County Juvenile Court, Judge Richard Jones, February 24th, 2023. What? February 4th? But if you go over here, you look at this court date, this says February 6th. I was at court on February 6th, 2023 for what I thought was just for a 75-day, I guess, review is what they said. But yet, it wasn't that. It was a review, but what? So this was received, this one that was in, but it's ordered on February 27th, 2023. Nunk-pro-tunk for November 10th, 2022. I wasn't at November 10th court date, y'all. So how is that fair? How can you take something and take stuff that happened and this didn't even happen? How can you falsify paperwork like this? That is not a fair trial. That is not a fair hearing. That is pure perjury and fraud, and that's bullshit. This is bullshit, y'all. Did y'all get what I'm saying? Did y'all, anybody pick up on what? Maybe did I say it right? What error? Naylor, what error did they have? The fact that they fucked up themselves? Oh my goodness, Danielle, hush. Stop cussing. Stop cussing, ma'am. But Naylor, in a reasonable, okay, read that, Naylor. Reasonable efforts, okay? It don't matter. In the child welfare manual, let me get my phone, y'all. I gotta watch the timing now. Help me watch the time, y'all, because I don't know what time does the Tip and Punisher show come on tonight, y'all. Am I on the Tip and sorry, is the Tip and Punisher show coming on? Oh shit, because I want to say something right here. What was I looking up, y'all? Oh shit, what was I fixing to look up? Oh no, I done forgot. What was I looking up? The child welfare manual here in Georgia. Hold on. I know exactly where it's at, what I'm looking for. Let's go. Let's go to Pam's. And I know the same section I'm looking for. Yes, sir. Sorry, y'all. I pick up on what you were lying down. That's what's up. Void ab initio. I love that. Naylor. Now, whoa. Athena's, what did you just say? Such as a CNI child in need of case that a state didn't pursue and the judge saw over as a civil proceeding after removing the case from original. Oh, boy, we're getting somewhere right here, guys. Oh, boy. Look, to argue against a non-protunct, you would need to demonstrate that the order is void, meaning it is invalid. That's what I got for you right now, Naylor. Let me see if this makes it void, okay? Maybe I'm wrong. Think about it. That's a reasonable efforts hearing, right? It's the protective custody hearing and finding of reasonable efforts. Guess what I got, y'all? This is in the policy and manual management system book of Georgia. But let me find my section. Hold on, everybody. It's gonna be interesting. I want to see what y'all have to say. I know I feel, I don't know shit. I really don't. I've really just as much knowledge as I know, and these other people that I've got in touch with, like Barry Loudermilk, and then the meeting yesterday was great. Like it did go good, and it's gonna happen, y'all. We are gonna make this happen, and they are jumping aboard. I do want to say that, but I also want to say that I was myself, and yeah, I did get squirreled, sort of, almost. But you know what? They said they want to hear the real stories, and that's what I said, because that's what I emphasize. I said, you need to hear real people, the real stories, the stories of the ones experiencing it, like myself and my friend, and look at my podcast, Look at America. It's nationwide, buddy. I said, it's not only here in Georgia, it's everywhere. It's all over the world. I said, I got many from everywhere. I said, but where the government is failing us, and when they want to fix it or try to look into it and stuff, is they're not listening to the real stories. They're only listening to the jargon bullshit. They're listening to what these like here in Georgia, when that 13-month investigation was going on with John Ossoff, and here comes the state saying all these, each concern. And Danielle was included in that because I got the emails to prove it. 4 different times I was told the same thing, that my concern was reviewed and satisfactorily resolved. Many other parents, over 100 other parents, got the same answer, but yet we were still going through the same damn situation. My son was still in Texas, and nothing was resolved. Nothing was taken care of. Kids, and even DFCS came back here in Georgia and retaliated even worse on some of these families. And on top of that, they still got away with everything and even got raises. Let me tell you that one. Oh, they want to pity me that they're too overwhelmed. Well, hello, you're ripping families apart. You could sleep at night. I can't. Sorry, guys. Like, hello, you have totally traumatized me. That's going to take years and years to overcome. And my son's even like, what? And y'all want to raise? Bro, go the up, Let me find this, guys. I'm sorry. Here we go. I'm going to focus, Danielle, focus. I'm just kidding. Look, y'all going to get me riled up tonight. And then I'm going to go over on my show, and then but it'll be okay, because I'm sure, look, you know what I'm going to start asking? I'm going to start asking for 2 hours on here, y'all. I cannot get enough with 1 hour. Like yesterday, I did not feel like I got everything out. I didn't. And I was so, it was like withdrawals. Like I was wanting back on the podcast, but then, a Tip and Punisher show. And then I ended up falling asleep. But yeah, I missed y'all, and I had so much to talk about. Like, so I'm going to ask for 2 hours from this day forward, whether it's an hour and a half. Today it was an hour, and I'm at an hour, but let me find this real quick. Reasonable efforts. Where's it at? Eligibility, foster care. Where was that? I know it's somewhere. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting there. I can't handle pressure when I'm under the pressure. I can't handle that. Well, I'm getting better, though. I really am. Foster care. Is that where it was? No, it's not under foster care. It's under legal. Where's it at? Legal. Reasonable efforts. I'm looking for reasonable efforts. Oh, come on. Really? Are you serious? Okay, hold on, guys. Let me find the introduction. No. We want reasonable efforts. Dependency, no. Termination, no. Voluntary, no. Fair hearings, no. Case management, it's in here, I promise you guys. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I know it's in this book because I've studied it so many times. That's the services. I'm just not looking in the right spot. I see PZ sends them far and wide, across the borders and then divide. Families broken with a rope to shield us from through the fridges. Okay, intake special and families for eligibility. Maybe. Yep. Here we go. Reasonable efforts. So this is in Georgia Child Welfare Policy Manual. It's under policy number 9.5, chapter 9, under policy number 9 of OCGA 15-11-2, 15-11-113, and the one we're looking under is going to be, oh my goodness, again, all right, so and it's highlighted, guys, and this is a reasonable efforts right here, and maybe I'm wrong, but it's clear as day, and this is definitely something that caught my eye when I loved reading this manual, because I listened to Naylor and I went back and started okay, you want to see that? Okay, hold on, let me turn this around here. Okay, look at this, guys. Hold on. Whoops. Come on, phone. All right, can y'all see this right here? Nunc-pro-tunc orders may be carefully reviewed to ensure that only the judge's signature and not the finding is dated back to the original hearing date. Do you see that? Do you see that? Nunc-pro-tunc. Nunc-pro-tunc. And this was used in these two court orders, they thought I was going to be stupid. Okay, so to argue a nunc-pro-tunc, the order needs to demonstrate that the order is void ab initio, meaning it is invalid from the beginning rather than merely needing correction. It's invalid, period, because you know why? This is saying it was ordered on the 27th of February, received on the 24th of February, but yet backdated all the way to November to a date. I mean, something I wasn't at. This typically involves showing the court that the original error was not a simple clerical mistake, but a fundamental flaw that renders the order invalid. I thought it was supposed to be automatically void if there's a, what is it? It's I forgot what the lady said. If it's a something court order, it's a void order. Naylor's such a So let's go. So ab initio is from the beginning or from inception. Void ab initio means something was invalid from the start. This was invalid from the start. You know why? Look at this. Look at this, guys. Because on the, what does that say? In violation of the original guardianship order. You see that? It's all this. All this is fake. All this is void. Every one of them. You get what I'm saying? Every one of them is void. Because it's all bullshit from the start. Straight up. What do y'all think about that? Am I lying? Am I getting ahead of my ass? I mean, so it's like going back to the start. They're trying to cover their butts on void amnesia. I mean, on nunc-pro-tunc is not going to happen because I caught on to their bullshit. They, right there, plain as day. Right. Athena? Yep. Glad, Jonathan, y'all cover all this material and study and put it to use. I was only just informed there was CNA, but the clerk accidentally. Nunc-pro-tunc. These right here, I have been, because guess what? I'll show y'all something else. Guess what I got? That was their mess up. And they can't change it now. They definitely can't change this shit. Look at this, guys. Why is November 17th coming up? What is this? See this? You see this envelope? See this envelope? See this envelope? You see it? Right. And Naylor, what you just said, void amnesia, and it's bullshit from the start. They could have prevented foster care. They misused funds horribly. They failed to make reasonable efforts because they were in violation of the original. Okay, now hear me once again. The original guardianship order, just because my mother was incapacitated, guess what, guys? There was a guardianship order still in place until he was 18. Did you know that? So they not only who had the right to take my son and who had the authority to when there was a order in place, and they did not follow by it from the time of my mother's death. When my mother became incapacitated by the original guardianship order, I was automatically the legal caregiver for my son, and I would, and with the provisions, even just asked him about this the other day, the same question, and his memory's gone. He can't tell you how old he is. He don't know how old he is. He messes like he's been 30. He was 35 for like 5 years, and then I think now he jumped to 39. So, but my brother does remember 2011 very well, because it was a very hard thing for the family, that me and my, and my brother has almost gone through the same thing, because he ended up he lost his daughter because of the baby mama. So me and my brother have all been, but this is something that so this envelope right here has the original, but it was never signed for, so they think that it's lost in the system. Well, I got out of jail, and this was sitting over in my mail, and guess what? It didn't even come by the court notice that's in there in the original paperwork, because guess what? This ain't not pro tem. But what's this? This was November. What's this? 3 of them? Come on, guys. 3 of them? Where's the amended petition? Because that's the original one right there. But the ones I got ain't real. They ain't showing no amendment, nothing. So they went in and changed it all together, but they didn't think I got this. It's right there. Hey. What can I say? They're shitty. They're very crappy, and that's how low they go. A case they've never touched, a family they've never touched, never involved in our lives at all, ever, for over a decade. You're going to tell me that this isn't void from day one? Never did they reach out to family or anything. They didn't even try to look for me. They found me. The lady had the heart, reached out to me on Facebook 2 months later after they had my son. After they family. So they were working with this family member, and then now they're going to try to do that again. I don't think so. Not my boy. Cherokee they're trying hard. They're trying hard, because my case is a special case. You know why? Because of the original. Because I guarantee you there's not many like it. There was not many like it. And if I would have known back then what I know now, that to tell these parents, find a guardian, get your child before his CPS even, they do what I did. Get family or get someone to get guardianship of your children ASAP. Ask someone for help before these fools come in, because that's exactly what I did. And now I'm going through what the things that probably I should have went through back then. And it's like they're freaking retaliating on me and punishing me for what they couldn't do back then to me, and then they're going to do to me now. Fuck that. They're not doing it. You get what I'm saying? Y'all understand where I'm coming from? If I could stay focused and tell y'all my story from beginning to end, which you're in luck, because I'm almost done with the video, and it is, yeah. Y'all are going to know it. And I'm talking from the day he was born, each one of my kids. And I have pictures, I have videos, I have everything. That's how involved I was with my children. So for them to say I abandoned or I have not been in no contact, they're fixing to be told what's up. I'm one mama that my kids are my world, and even if I had to love them from a distance, I'm still their biggest cheerleader, and I'll be there for them. And they always know. Like my son, when I showed up on the video screen for the first time after him being in the foster care hands for almost 2 months, he looked at that guy. He was mute. He wouldn't talk. He turned around and he looked at the guy that was sitting with me. He goes, "I told you my mama was coming, but she might be a little bit late, but I told you she would be here to get me. I told you my mom was coming, and she's here. She might be late, but here she is." And that guy looked at me. I said, "He's damn right." I said, because that's one thing I told my kids when they're struggling and they feel like they're in trouble or just feel like they're just about to no, mama's there. And every time. And my kids know this. And my boy just, and that touched me. I mean, I mean, the guy was just really surprised that my son talked, because he didn't talk until I came up on that screen. That was 2 months. So not only did my son lose his Meemaw and was traumatized by that, taken from his home, he's autistic, put in a place with a family member that absolutely hates his guts, and probably just traumatized. And they're telling what kind of abuse he endured. On top of that, then stripped away from there, taken, and was at a memorial of my mother that my aunt had, that this defects worker supposedly was there, and I don't know why she was, because I would think that would be a conflict of interest. But yes, next thing you know, my son's in the state's hands. So this lady that I've never even met apparently was a defects worker and was at my mother's memorial that was at my aunt's house that apparently I never got the memo for. So what's up with that, guys? Can y'all tell me? I appreciate you and everyone reassuming I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy either. You know, we are know what's up. I love reassurance, and I love it that, bam, guess what, guys? Y'all gonna see me on the news. Georgia, here I come. It's time, y'all. I can't wait. In the context of child welfare, child in need of assistance. So in like Georgia, it'd be CHINS, child in need of services. Refers to a legal process initiated when a child is deemed to be in the need of court. Parental failure to provide adequate care, right? Deprivation. Are launched to protect children from harm and ensure their well-being when their parents are unwilling or able to provide for them. Legal process. The process involves legal filings, hearings, verified allegations, neglect, and discussions made 3 days after being informed of domestic violence litigation. Oh, goodness. Let's go. Oh, to the person who can provide care. So the judge in this different city and jurisdiction took the cases. Danielle, Vinny, Darren, Tiff, Bain, and Obsidian and more. In Canada, they are more careful, but they make mistakes in their spelling and paperwork, and they don't care. They hate transparency. In Georgia, John Ossoff, the U.S. Senator for the Senate, because Barry Loudermilk is the House of Representatives. I think John Ossoff's the Senate. He's a Democrat, so it's okay because he's cool. But he hasn't. But Albie, I got that, and I definitely will be in touch. I meant to email you back yesterday. I just, once again, I'm going to put that string back on my fingernailer just to let you know, and I got to catch up on that story. It was great. I have to share that story with you. I don't know. Am I going over yet? What is the Tiff and Punisher show on the night? Did anybody, and they, Foster Care Transparency Act, they come out with it. That's why I wrote Georgia's Hidden Scarlet Letter, because these foster care these kids are put in these facilities, and they're not ever, it's like they try to be forgotten about. And have I always had the same judge? me Albie, me. And Naylor, guess what? I did sign the adjudication and disposition, the one that I was in the holding cell for, under duress. You're damn right. It's it's right there in I got the copy of it right here somewhere. I got it. Yes, I do. And that's probably the only one I got to do it on, because, man, look, when I tell y'all my adjudication, and just so tell me what I've told y'all. So have I always had the same judge, from my understanding? I'll be yes, but you know what? Honestly, I wasn't even in the courthouse, in the courtroom, physically in person. They had me in the holding cell downstairs in the basement of a cold basement of that courthouse, and I thought I was going to be left behind. And I was never taken out for like 12 hours. And the lawyer came to me, and we, and I even got messages for that. Naylor, you would get a kick out of the communication with these people, and the dumbness that they think they're. I mean, that's like them looking in the mirror and saying, or somebody looking in the mirror and saying they're fine, when really, yeah. But I mean, that's only for entertainment purposes, guys. That's been like, I'm using myself as an example, okay? Because when I get cocky, how about that? Because it's petty stuff, and it's stupid stuff that they done, that they thought they can get away with it. It is so petty that it will make you go, what? They didn't. It's that crappy that they can go that low to pick on a child. The judge, though, I believe on my adjudication and disposition court order, I believe that's a different judge, but supposedly I've had the same judge this whole time. But I do know in one of these orders it states that it's the judge's, but I mean, they say it's the judge's signature and stuff, and what he wrote that he initialed in violation of the original guardianship order, because y'all got to think, my son was a minor when he entered 6 months before he turned 18. Guess what? There was still a guardianship order in place, because remember, we set it up until temporary guardianship until he turns 18. So guess what? That stays into effect until my son was 18. So who did not? They didn't listen. So they had there was 6 months that they had to yeah, and they should have followed by it, because guess what? I'm right here, and there is provisions in there. So what is duress? Duress is the legal context, refers to a situation where someone is forced or coerced. And that's another thing, Naylor, drug court, when I was in drug court. I'll talk to you about that later, though. I don't want to put that out there, y'all. I love talking about my case. I really do. And I would so want to, but I've got, y'all see where I'm going with this, right? And this is live, dude. I don't care anymore. Y'all, I got them. They have misused these funds. My son is messed up because of this. The world needs to know, and damn it, we're going to tell him, because my son told me to make him famous, and it's going to happen. Because how are you going to put your nose in a situation because someone passes away that never had no issues for over a decade, 12 years goes by, and then you want to butt your nose into something that you've never freaking been a part of before, and it wasn't broken, but yeah, you ripped it apart. Tell them to, that's what I say. They can kiss my, that is wrong. That's like my papa saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Wait a minute. If it ain't broken, don't try to fix it. It's fine. And if you're going to fix it, you better fix it right the first time, so you don't have to go back and do it again. That's why you don't just rig shit up, Danielle. That's what he used to get so mad at us. Ooh. If you do it right the first time, you won't have to go back and do it again. And it'll run better. He was a mechanic. And the vehicle will run better. Like, little girl, that's what he told me. Little girl, Danielle, listen. I miss that man. Boy, we used to work on cars together, and that's where I learned my mechanics is, yeah. Even though I hate working on cars now, because, like, if I hit my elbow, no. Let's go back to, like, the 1993 Ford F-150s and stuff, where you can, like, get in under the hood and work on it. Like, those were great. Or just, now we gotta take the tire off and get to that. Oh no, give me the old cars. Leave me a 64 Fairlane, or give me a 48 Chevy, or what? Let's go on a Chevy Cavalier, or let's go a Chevy Nova. One of those. That's what, or Pontiac Firebird. Let's go back to the 60s, the 70s, and let's run it. Dodge Chargers. I can do it all day, guys. I love cars. I do. I love them. But I don't. The new ones, put me in an old one. I'd rather have a 64 Fairlane. Yeah. All right. Wait. I'm skipping. I'm running over time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end up. All right, guys. It can manifest. Okay, where am I at? I got. Oh my goodness! I got 2 minutes. No, I got 4 minutes, but still. What is duress? It can manifest in various forms, including physical threats, economic pressures, or psychological coercion. Yes, when consent is obtained under duress, my son, they have got. Okay, that's another thing. Remember all this, Naylor. When consent is obtained under duress, it can be considered genuine because the person did not freely choose to agree. Thank you. Duress can be a defense in a criminal law, meaning a person can claim they committed a crime under duress. Wish I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't under duress. Or it can be used to invalidate a contract or other agreement. I didn't agree to none of this, though. It can be difficult to prove due to the finely described elements. How duress undermines consent, lack of free will. Duress interferes with a person's ability to act freely and voluntarily, and which is essential. Invalid agreements, contracts, or agreements entered into under duress are considered voidable. The adjudication is considered under duress. who was coerced can choose to have the agreement set aside. Moral implications. Consent given under duress is not morally permissible, as it undermines the principle of anatomy and free choice. Much easier to prove duress in criminal than in civil. Psychological coercion. Someone is manipulated or threatened into signing a document. Facts. Remember that, y'all. Psychological coercion. My son decide. Hold that thought, guys. This show's gonna have to even be continued as well. We're on to day 3, guys. Tomorrow, Friday, I'll be back. Consent given under duress or coercion invalidates the contract, making it voidable, meaning the wrong party can choose to void it. I do think you're being targeted, and I've spoken to many other people about your story, and everyone reacts the same. Something is very wrong. Thank you. Yes. Hey, Brenda. Hey, I made it to you, girl. Yes, Albie, and I will talk to you, and I will email you, and I can tell you right now, I can play this case out detail for detail, and y'all would be amazed, because that's how real this is, because that's how real this whole thing was for over a decade, and then now this, and then I could play out even from 2022 to now, all the, the 4 types of consent are express consent, implied consent, opt-in, and opt-out. Correct. That's why they want you to opt in this campaign or this competition on TikTok, and then they want you to opt out on them. The Creator Network. Yeah, I just love it. Treated like animals. That's right, Jonathan. No, I haven't not had same judge. I have. You missed the beginning. Yes, Brenda. We had this was a damn good show, guys and gals. Damn good show. I have got to say. Yes, thank you, Naylor, and thank y'all, Albie, Athena, Jonathan, Chris, Debbie, all y'all. Naylor, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Or Athena, who else? Miss Clearwater, are you in here? I thought I seen you too. I did. Albie, Athena, Jonathan, everybody. Let's do this. Yes, good job, guys. Good. We learned. And we're gonna continue this on. We might have a show tonight. Albie, all we can do is make a game plan for the next move. It's never stop trauma. Right. Get in touch with the TV or famous YouTubers. I can get in touch with the news. I've already had one news story, and she'll be more than happy to do a follow-up. Trust me. All we can do is make a game plan. Let's run it. I'm ready. When you take parents' kids, you believe that it is well documented through many law journals that parents are most likely under duress when the children are removed from their home. Have the TV station and record your case. Yeah, they've already did. Have y'all seen my news story? I'll have to post that thing soon. Go look it up. Atlanta News First. Just type in kids sent out of state, Georgia, Atlanta News First. How about I'll send the link. I'll send the link to everybody. But our Atlanta News First, just send kids sent out of state, and you'll see it, because you can't miss my boy. Go watch it, y'all, and then come back and tell me what you think on the next show. They don't make Chevy Cavaliers anymore. I wish they did, Brenda. Just like they don't make Pontiac Sunfires, girlfriend. I really wish they still did. Pontiac Grand Ams and Grand Prix too. Breast car was my blue Chevy. I just got to say, folks, she done pulled that hair back. Y'all, she's in serious mode. Right. Yes, Naylor. Yes. Y'all, I am so ready to light this fire. Mine's lit. I'm ready to spark it up. I'm ready to not, I ain't pulling the trigger. I'm ready to push the button. It's time. And, because, like I said from day one, it's wrong. I've called it, and they kept going with it. Well, now look at my son. Look at him. Look at the pictures that I showed you the other day. Look at what happened to my son. For me to be who I was 2 years ago to where I'm standing now. Naylor's right. I don't got my earrings to take out because I can't wear. I don't have none to wear. I think I've lost everyone. Anyhow, I sure as hell ain't gonna wear no high heels, because I definitely break my ankle in that one. I can't wear. No. Just don't even ask about the high heel thing. I'm just kidding. But yes, I'm in serious mode. I am ready to. Y'all, I feel in this woman that I've kind of taken her under my wing in my county. She was the reason she she was hitting dead ends, you know, and she just kept saying, Danielle, I don't understand how you're getting so far. I said, darn, I almost put her, she gonna get my boy. And let me tell you, she was losing hope, and just some of the comments she would say, you know, and she's got a special needs daughter that's the same age as my son that she hasn't seen in a long time. She's with a foster family that has domestic violence. That's what's bad. And this is a mom. Okay, this is my friend. She's never had. She's nothing like this. Like two totally different fucking worlds. Me and her are. But you know what? I have a big feeling that there's a lot about to be exposed. So let's get it. Let's get her done. I don't want to keep. I do want to continue on, but I really feel like I'm in trouble because I don't see nobody in the back chat yet. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch me get off and then not watch me ending the show, and then probably I had another hour or two. Our daughter is under duress as well. How can we win with this defense kind of stuff? You rocked out with everything. I meant no disrespect. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go. They can't protect squat, Naylor. CPS can't. They're children pilfering sons of bitches. You know? Children pilfering. Sorry. We are no paper tigers. I'm a tiger. I'm a cougar, I guess. Aren't I? I'm ready to block. Maybe I am an elephant. Elephants can do some damage. Like, elephants are bad. They are so cute, though. They're so funny. How do I contact you on Facebook? Who? Facts Over Lies. Who would you like to contact? Me? All right. I got to end the show, guys. Me on Facebook, Facts Over Lies? No, they're always late. What's late? I'm always, you know, well, you know what's cool is when my shows are going really good, and then I'm gonna get right when I get off the show, I go and look at my analytics. Oh, you don't think? Oh, Brenda, you just had to say it, didn't you, girlfriend? Now I want to go check. Now I lost my phone, y'all. Jeez, y'all, I just put more of me, Facts Over Lies, on Facebook. Oh boy, no, I'm just kidding. I'll my name let me put it in the chat for you. Let's say, hey, I got do you know Naylor on there or Brenda or any of them? That's my name. Whoops, wrong button, Danielle. This is my name, y'all, on Facebook. Okay, look up that name. Hold on, y'all. I thought it was coming up. DH workers are kids themselves. They are immature kids themselves. They are absolutely ridiculous. And, you know, they're fresh out of school. And I've noticed back in 2011 when the guardianship was done, it was nothing like it is today. They're all young and there's very few. It was actually ran half more decent than it is now when I was going through the court back then, which was only a one-time thing when we got the temporary guardianship, and until the kids were 18. Facts Over Lies. Did you get my name? Okay, that name right there, and it's like karate. My last name is like karate. When you say my last name, is like I can't even do it because I'm got a deep voice. Like, don't forget to like the show. Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, everyone, like, share, subscribe to the show, the channel. Let's get it out there, because I'm telling you right now, we talked to this guy yesterday, and more people. I think I told Naylor or I told Darren. More people were there than what y'all know about. So, but I will tell y'all that at a later time. I'm not gonna spoil it right now, but it's gonna be good. I just put it this way: it was amazing because it surprised the heck out of me. So, like, share, follow, tune in, stay tuned, look out for the notifications. I'm gonna get with Brenda. Brenda will fall asleep tonight like she did on me last night. I'm just kidding. She did though. So did my friend. My friend did too. And then I was like, man. So let's get it going. Let's get her done, and let's rock it out, guys. Because I really do think that it's about to. Let's light it up. I'm one. I might be tough, but you know what, y'all? A pack's unstoppable. Let's pack it up. Let's freaking go. Let's go, Brandon. So, like the show, y'all, did y'all get my name? Remember the name. Yep. Remember the name. Y'all can find me on TikTok, LinkedIn. My YouTube channel may be the YouTube channel may be on here. It's I know I have a YouTube channel called Unmasking Foster Care Corruption, and it's under Southern Draw or whatnot. But my name is usually the way you can find me, and it's spelled just like that. The WAUGH and the Danielle. And you can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Facebook. I do have a Facebook group page called Unmasking Foster Care Corruption, the same name as my show. So that is totally, y'all can reach me. I can send y'all my email or whatever y'all want. But on Facebook, that is the best way to find me, is that name right there. I have a teal long sleeve shirt on in my picture with a yellow neon vest, like utility vest on, like a workout siren utilities. And I'm sitting in a vehicle, and I have my hair. Yeah, so that would be the profile picture, and I believe my son's picture is the cover page. You can't miss it. And then you'll see, like, probably look at the friends list, and you'll see things. And yeah, you can't miss me. If you see anything about like Redneck Brawl or let's see what else I got on there. A lot of advocacy groups are on there. Then there's like Lucky Day and Jack Spade and Lucky Jack. That's a group I'm in. If you see anything like that, that's me. Yeah. So and you'll see like my song. You'll see me on there. You can't miss me. I don't think you can miss me. I think I'm searchable now. I think I was talking and texting Chris at the same time. You called. The pandemic destroyed legal procedure, and they keep it going. Due process was a big issue as... Hold on. I want to see what you said, Abby. Hold on. Let's see. Remember the name? Okay, y'all, I am way over my show. Danielle, mine is BNW. Black and white. So yours is black and white, and I have resting bitch face. Oh, listen to you. You're silly, Alvy. I have like I think I'm just looking all dolled up in mine. It was one of my girly days, I guess. Like I was, I think it'd work outside around the mud and stuff, and outside I wouldn't want to be dolled up. But yeah, some days sometimes I want to have a spa day. It's okay. It's okay. I can't look like a tomboy every day, All right, guys. So I am gonna have to end it. I think they're hollering at me. I don't know. I don't see no messages yet, and I don't see nobody coming in and getting on to me. So, hey. But y'all do remember in the PAMS manual for Georgia, right? Or I showed you the note, and that's in a highlighted box in this policy in me. So this is what the supervisors and the social workers have to go by. And so if the non-pro-tunc orders must only be for the judge's signature, why are they doing it for the findings? Because that court date was so they... Hold on, guys. I don't know if I just got... Hold on, I'm sorry. If the non-pro-tunc is only supposed to be for the backdate the judge's signature, why are they trying to do it for findings? That's what I don't understand. So yeah. And it says it under reasonable efforts under that policy manual right there, which is, you got the child welfare manual, and then this manual, this PAMS, those are for the social workers and the social worker supervisors, and it's what they're supposed to follow by. And they don't. I mean, it even breaks it down, like what their procedures and what their steps and what they have to do in that type of scenario, and they're not doing it. The nunc-pro-tunc, I tell you, I don't like that Latin jargon BS, and it's not very common. And like people have said in the chat, they don't hear much about it. It's not common. It's not. I'm one of the lucky ones that I guess, hey, I got lucky, and they just chose. It's bullshit, all it is. I promise you. And it's not fair, and it's not going to happen. It's pretty much like them trying to get a slap on the wrist and say, shame on you, don't do it again, like trying to fix their mess ups. It's not going to happen. No. So let's get this ball. Like, hey, I'm ready to jump and let's light their fires. I mean, we can go camping all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. Who else is? Who else wants to, like, hey, I'm readier than I ever will be. Like, wow. I have never had so much, like, wanting to take these people and not take them, just hold them accountable. If you're going to be in a position of authority like that, and you sit there and you do things that are totally against the rights of the people, the rights of these children, whatever, anyhow, to any harm, any family member, anyone, out of manipulation or with bad intentions, that is straight up bullshit, and shame on you. And I don't care who in my house hears me, they can too, some of them don't know I go live, y'all, and I'm gonna have a talk with them. Yeah, my show comes first. I'm sorry, before anything. Well, besides my child and my children, but y'all, yes, my show, and I'm gonna hold myself and my brother, is right. Anyhow, here we go again. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to let's get this party started. I'm ready to shoot some fireworks off for y'all. We're gonna have an early happy 4th of July, huh? All right, we can celebrate my birthday early. Let's do it. I'm ready. Happy Mother's Day. Let's do with that. We got Easter coming up. What are we gonna do? I'm ready. Screw their holidays. Let's get these judges arrested, man. Take them down. The judges are the ones that are letting this shit go through. And just not, it's like, I heard a lawyer this morning on TikTok. He knows me very well. I've been very involved with his lives in the mornings. He's based out of North Carolina, and he's like, Danielle, and he's never switched up on what his advice is or the way he explains things. He's never switched up on that. 1 hour. Let me get off, guys. All right. But he's never switched up. And that will be part 3, or to be continued until tomorrow. I'll just have to jump on later. Naylor's telling me I'm grounded. Oh, boy. So fight, everybody. Keep fighting. We're going to get this done. Come with, and y'all seen what I got. That's only the gist of it, y'all. Like, look at all the video. Look at all the abuse my son endured after. That's all at the beginning of my case. That's in 2022, dude. This stuff, but look at all the abuse. That was 2 years. Just think about my situation, my story, and y'all haven't even heard it from beginning to end. Wait till y'all hear it beginning to end, and not in just little bits and pieces. From what y'all have already seen and heard, and seen in person, like when I go live. What do y'all think? It's absolute. Y'all think it's what do y'all think? Y'all think I'm full of shit, or am I onto something? Like, okay, Naylor, I'm going. I gotta go, y'all. Naylor's yes, medical negligence. That's one of them. Yes, that's right. And yeah, just put it this way. I'll have more information for y'all the next show, because I'll be talking. Trust me. Like I said, there was more in that meeting than what I thought, in a good way. But that info will come out later. That's only a few people know. So, but it's a good thing. Miss Green. All right, guys. Y'all be good, be safe, and keep fighting. I got it. We're going off, okay? I'm going off. Let's get off. I'm over my time. And the system is full of it. We can do this. Let's go. Keep fighting. And I gotta go. So be safe. Be good. Maybe I'll do a TikTok show or something. Like, if y'all want to jump on TikTok, and I'll go live on there. I told y'all keep. I would love. I'll stay on here with y'all. All right. Darren's gonna kick my butt. Andy Naylor. Oh. All right, guys. Be good. Be safe. Love y'all. Until next time. Keep fighting. And we're gonna make this happen. Pack it up. Let's go. See y'all tonight. Love y'all. Until next time, guys, I'm Danielle, and I'm signing off. Nailerism, let's go, Brandon. Bye, y'all.